The opposition activist was scheduled to lead an anti-government protest against Russia's economic crisis and fighting in Ukraine. But Boris Nemtsov was gunned down, just meters from Moscow's most famous landmark and Russia's center of power. Mikhail Kasyanov, a former prime minister under President Vladimir Putin, blamed pro-Putin nationalist hysteria for the murder.
Look what was at their last rally, what kind of slogans they carried. They were quite direct, to destroy the fifth column. Their speeches were about the same. Boris was against it, and he fought against it.
Kasyanov told VOA the killing may lead more Russians to realize that authorities are fueling fear and hatred.
Boris Nemtsov's murder, his massacre, won't leave most of Russian citizens indifferent. I am sure that the people are already assessing things differently.
Under tight security and in gray weather to fit the mood, the marchers held signs saying they were not afraid. But some do fear what will happen next, like historian Bella.
I love our country very much, and I'm very upset by all the bad events that happen here. Of course I speak about this. Boris Nemtsov spoke about it too, and they killed him. It means they can kill me, you, whoever they want.
Despite the large turnout, like Nemtsov, they are part of the minority. They killed a man who fought for freedom and the future of our children, says engineer Leonid.
I don't know what to expect next. Before, there was the empire of evil. Now it's the empire of lies. Putin's propaganda is working very powerfully. The people are deceived, so it's difficult to get the majority to come out. Only the most conscientious turn up.
Nemtsov was working on a report about Russia's military support for rebels in Ukraine, a charge the Kremlin denies. Fellow opposition leader Ilya Yashin says his last conversation with Nemtsov, a day before his death, was about the report.
He said that for the next month he was planning to gather evidence about the presence of Russian soldiers in Ukraine, but unfortunately I never learned the details.
In a September exclusive interview with VOA, Nemtsov said fighting in Ukraine would only end when Mr. Putin is stopped. He argued Russia was becoming a fascist state.
What is fascism? Fascism is a one-party system, and we have a one-party system here. Fascism is Goebbels-type propaganda, and we have Goebbels-type propaganda here.
President Putin is overseeing agencies investigating Nemtsov's murder, which he called a provocation. Despite the outpouring of support, few expect Nemtsov's murder to be solved. Daniel Schearf, VOA News, Moscow.